Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, or should I say good morning for those of us on the East Coast. Has been a little bit of a busy day for me, but I always promise to get these out before I do go to sleep. For those of you that are new, well, welcome. What I do every day is I have a motivational tip that I give you for my program here, Inspirations for Your Life. And we have a series that runs from Saturday and ends on Friday. So we have one more day left. And if you're wondering what we're talking about today, well, that's a great question. We're talking about what gift will you share with the world? We're in the series of that, and we're on episode 6. Tomorrow will be episode 7, where I wrap everything all up. So if you're new, welcome, welcome, welcome. And if you are an existing subscriber, you know I love you, and thanks so much for coming back. Hoping that my new people today will become loyal subscribers like my wonderful subscribers that have been with me for a while. If you have not subscribed to John C. Morley, Serial Entrepreneur here on LinkedIn, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and do that. There's lots of great stuff there. And we're going to talk tonight about, or this morning, about your gift. Okay, your gift. By the way, you can scan that little QR code at the top right. Just take your phone out. It's really simple to do. Just take your phone just like this. You can go to your camera app, just like I'm going to do right now. As soon as I go to my camera app, it's going to have a little yellow box. Just click on the little yellow button and click on open the link, and it will automatically do that for you on the thing. It'll just automatically open up my link tree. So definitely check that out. Hey, why don't you show me some love tonight? Whether you're on Facebook, John C. Morley, Serial Entrepreneur, whether you're on LinkedIn, John C. Morley's profile, whether you're on John C. Morley, Serial Entrepreneur's YouTube, or John C. Morley, Serial Entrepreneur's Twitter, Twitch, or Periscope. Like, support, engage. And you know what I'd like you to do? Go ahead and type below, what gift is it that you're going to give to the universe or give to somebody? Now, we've been talking all week about a gift. And we're not talking about a gift that you buy at a Macy's or some other department store. We're talking about a gift that comes from the heart, something that comes because of your talents, because of your traits, because of your abilities that you were given from birth or that you acquired through your life. That's the kind of talent and that's the kind of gift that I'm talking about. Most people, don't even put any stock in this gift. Why? Maybe they're lazy. Maybe, I don't know, they just feel that, if we don't spend a lot of money, then it must not be worth something. And I have to tell you something. We all know that you can get a great bottle of wine for hundreds of dollars or thousands of dollars, but you also can get a great bottle of wine for just $5, $6, or $7. Now, some people disagree, but I have to tell you, been drinking wine for a lot of years, and you can get a very decent bottle of wine for under $10. Not bad, right? So, gift. What's a gift? Well, most people think of a gift as a box, as a present, right? That's what they think of a gift as. But the truth of the matter is, a gift is something that you bestow on someone. So if I give this to you, this is a gift, right? I'm giving you I'm not going to put the name on here because they're not paying me to advertise their name, but there are 3 points to this. There is one color here on the top. It's like a pink. There's another color here on the bottom, which is a green. I'll just pop that in there like that. And then there's one on the bottom here for a yellow. And so what is this? This is like a highlighter kind of stuff here. You can kind of do it like this in green. You can do it in this, or you can do it like this. So pretty cool. So this is one kind of gift, ladies and gentlemen, but it's not the gift I'm talking about. I'm talking about a gift that requires you to dig deep in your mind. A gift that when you've given it, it's almost like the gift doesn't wear out. It keeps giving even after it's finished. Now that sounds crazy. So if you give somebody something and it has an expiration date, or if it has a quantity of something, then it's going to be finished after a period of time, right? But this is a gift that can keep giving and giving and giving. What's a great gift that a lot of people are giving right now? Well, the gift of the Olympics and the Olympiads are giving to their friends, colleagues, their parents, and their significant others the gift of winning, and they're giving that gift to themselves. Now, if you're saying to me, John, this is overrated and I don't know what to do about this, well, it's not overrated. And so if your life revolves around gifts that you always have to open up, well, you might be disappointed sometimes. Why is he saying that? I'm saying it because it's the truth. A gift. A gift. A gift, we said, could be a writing, it could be a journal, it could be a compilation of music. How much time does it take you to take all of your favorite songs, pick the ones that you think are going to be best for a certain person, and then compile them into an order, and then put them on a DVD or MP3 and give it to them? That takes you some time, right? It's not 5 minutes. Maybe this song won't be right for that person. You want to kind of give them a snapshot about you, but you want to give the best songs that you really have in your head that means something. This is great if you have friendships or whether platonic or non-platonic romantic relationships. You're doing this because you want to be able to sit back, give this gift, and then they're like, wow, this is for me. I'm like, yeah, it's for you. What is it? It's a compilation of all my favorite music that I want to share with you, so you can get to know a little bit about me and what makes me tick. And the person was like, wow, that must have taken you a while. It did. About 18 weeks or 2 weeks or 26 hours or whatever you want to say. And so the fact that you put time in to do this, even if the person doesn't like the music, okay, hopefully they will, but you put the time in and they're going to be like, wow. Wow. You heard me. I said, wow, not just wow, but wow, right? So I talked about my gift the other day at the Manor in West Orange, New Jersey. What's another gift? Well, a gift could be taking care of your body. That could be a gift you give yourself. A gift could be, in taking care of your body, maybe you want to lose weight. So the gift could be to become healthier, but become healthier in a certain way by losing weight. That's pretty interesting. What other gifts are there in our world, right? Well, you remember this National Day of Remembrance. Do you remember this? You can see if my fingers are in the way here. National Day of Remembrance, 2001, September 11th, 20 years remembering and still in our hearts and prayers. So this was something I had gotten. I went to, I believe it was someone's funeral, and they had given this out to keep it in people's minds. So a gift is something that is top of mind, something that people will think about, and something people will treasure. How many gifts in your life have you gotten that you'll be like, I'm not going to throw that in the trash? Or, I can't believe they bought that for me. You've had that, right? I can't believe they only bought me this. And so that's not the right thing to say, but really they should have given you something a little more, right? And it's not the price tag. It's just what they gave you. So let's say you went to the dollar store. Now, I'm not telling you to go to the dollar store to buy your gift, but let's say you went to the dollar store. You could get some crafts there and make some things, and then that would be good. But if you went to the dollar store and you bought something, and that perceived value was less than $1, that wouldn't look very good. But if you bought something and the perceived value was actually more than $1, then that would be pretty cool, because you had to really scrummage and find something that had value. That seems pretty interesting, if you ask me. I mean, it seems so interesting that you wouldn't think you could get a great gift in the store, but the truth is you can. You can get an amazing gift in the Dollar Tree, and you can make lots of great crafts and things like that, right? That's something that's pretty amazing. And I know, ladies and gentlemen, that you're probably saying, well, what gift should I give somebody? Hmm. Well, think about the talents you have in your life, right? I talked about whether you're a musician, I talked about the skills you have. Can you use those talents or abilities to create something, to personalize something, so that when you give it to that person, they're like, oh, that's great. And yeah, I definitely see that that person rings through because that has John all over, that has Mike over, that has Christine all over it because of something. That's what makes a gift memorable. It's not how much you spend on it. It's the time, it's the effort, it's what you put into it. And then when somebody sees it, they're like, "Oh my gosh, I this is incredible. Absolutely incredible." So we have one more uh, uh, day left, which is actually later on today, which will be day 7 because I really recorded this in the wee hours of Friday morning. A gift. If you can't think of a gift, what's something you could give someone that they would be so grateful that you gave them? Maybe they have a tomato garden. Maybe you're great with making signs. You could make a tomato garden. Or maybe the person's always losing their vegetables because of the animals or because of birds. You could make some type of a little apparatus to scare away the birds and the animals, right? These are not expensive things, but they show that you care about the person enough to think about what's going on and to give that to them, but want to help them. See, that's what's really amazing about this is that you do something in your life because you want to help other people. I've said before by Dale Carnegie, and he said something very important many years ago. The most important thing in life is to strive to become interested in the other person. I didn't say become interesting. I said strive to become interested in the other person. The second thing is to know how to say their name. If you don't know it, ask them. You say, hey, how do you say that name again? Or how do you pronounce that? I don't want to really mess this up. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've gotten value out of this tonight. And I want you to understand that the gift that you give could open up doors that you never knew existed. Let me tell you a quick story before I wrap up. There was a company. I'm not going to give you the name, but there was a company, and they were about to sell their company to someone. And the decision was not primarily based on money. It was a very old company, and the grandfather was retiring from the business, and he wanted to sell it, but he wanted to give it to someone that was going to take care of it. So how do you do that? Well, the thing about their business is they took things very seriously and they painted things and they took it as a craft, right? And so when the different companies were courting them to buy it, there was one company there, and it was a husband and wife or husband and girlfriend. And he's like, I don't know how we're going to get this. I mean, I don't even know how close we are. I mean, I just feel like we're just walking in circles. And she's like, well, we have to try. We have to try. And I remember her getting interested in one of the eggs that they made. They made these ornament eggs. And so she asked the great grandfather there, the grandfather, how did this get made? And he spent hours explaining it to her. And then she asked a question. She says, I wonder what it would be like to make something like that. He's like, well, why wonder? He says, why don't you make your own? And little did she know, and her boyfriend or husband know, that that was the magic bullet that put the confidence in the grandfather to sell them the business. Because they took what? A genuine interest in not just the business, but in how they ran the business and the personalities. And they wanted to sell it to somebody that had that exact same modus of operation. They didn't want it to become, let's say, corporatized. They wanted it to stay as this small, but yet big Italian company that made all kinds of globes and eggs and crystals. And when she took that time, I think it was over a week to make that egg, he knew that she was going to be the kind of person that he wanted to have in that company. And therefore, he sold the company to her and her boyfriend or husband. None of the other people took the time to become genuinely interested. That's pretty remarkable. Ladies and gentlemen, I know you got value tonight. So tag some of your friends, your colleagues, and associates. Share it out to everyone you know. Go to my YouTube channel, John Space, E Space, MORLEY Space, Serial Entrepreneur, and look for the key phrase, help keep our content free. Below that, make the choice to buy my team and I a cup of coffee. We'll be so grateful with those pennies and dollars. We'll invest into new hardware, new technology, new equipment, new software, new facilities, and even new staff to give you the most jaw-dropping motivational content. I hope you enjoy the rest of your night. And remember, the gift that you give might become the magic bullet to launch the success of your future. I'll see you later on today.